Today, we will present our finding on quantitative research method, which is online consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood in Shah during COVID-19. Without wasting time, let me introduce myself and group members. I'm Nabilah binti Salimi, metric number 2020-968087. Next, Jasmine Amisha Alia Iman binti Jamaluddin, Aida Shazina binti Ahmad Sufyan, and Anis Syuhada binti Muhammad Anwar. They will introduce themselves by own letter. On this presentation, we will discuss about the introduction, literature review, research methodology, result and discussion, and conclusion, also recommendation. On introduction, I will explain about the background of study, problem statement, research objective, and research question. For the introduction, which is background of the study, COVID-19 has spread worldwide with verified cases in almost every country. It is recognized as the greatest significant health disaster of the 20th century. It is causing huge harm to the economy, politics, social life. The disaster management team devised a standard operation process for managing the distribution of humanitarian supplies. Since then, both government and commercial entities have begun to collaboration in order to improve coordination and reduce the gap in the service delivery and resources. Online food ordering service are website with the interactive menus that allows customers to make order with a nearby restaurants and food cooperation. During the MCO, Grabfood is the one of the food delivery that chosen by Malaysian through the Grabfood apps. Problem statement. When the government imposed a movement control order, MCO, to halt the spread of the virus, there was a significant shift in the consumer expenditure. The food businesses is experiencing a dramatic fall in the client numbers as stores and the restaurants are forced to close their doors and are advised to adopt alternative methods such as purchasing commodities through the online service. Besides, the level of consumer satisfaction and delivery service will be determined in this study. Meanwhile, at the MCO, individuals begin to panic buy things and services. As a result, the number of online food orders, especially Grabfood, is growing by the day. Based on the result, the research are integrate and interest in the conducting a study that demonstrate the tangibility features of the service, food quality, and also pricing have a substantial happiness that impact the consumer. Therefore, the purpose of this study is to look into online consumer satisfaction toward Grabfood delivery service in Shah Alam during COVID-19. Research objective. Number 1. To evaluate whether security perception affects online consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood delivery service in Shah Alam during COVID-19. Number 2. To investigate whether promotion and discount affect online customer satisfaction toward Grabfood delivery service in Shah Alam during COVID-19. Number 3. To determine whether consumer convenience affect online customer satisfaction towards Grabfood delivery service in Shah Alam during COVID-19. Number 4. To test whether technology affect the online consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood delivery service in Shah Alam during COVID-19. And lastly, to determine the most important factor that influences online consumer satisfaction towards the Grabfood delivery service. Research question. Therefore, in order to meet the above study objective, the following research topic will be addressed. Number 1. What is the impact of the security perception towards Grabfood delivery service in Shah Alam during COVID-19? What is the effect of promotion and discount toward the Grabfood delivery service in Shah Alam during COVID-19? What is the consequences of consumer convenience toward Grabfood delivery service in Shah Alam during COVID-19? Number 4. What is the impact of technology toward Grabfood delivery service in Shah Alam during COVID-19? And lastly, what is the most important factor that affect the consumer satisfaction toward the Grabfood delivery service?
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Jasmine Shah Iman binti Jamaluddin, and I will be continuing the presentation for the scope and limitation of the study. The scope of this study is to determine the online consumer satisfaction to a Grabfood delivery service in Shah Alam during COVID-19. The data collection will be conducted to 300 respondents in Shah Alam who will represent the population. The limitation that might occur during this study is obtaining the sample itself. In this study, the main source of data will be the questionnaire from the Google form, and it will be applied as a research tool. It will be distributed to Shah Alam respondent, which is prepared by the researcher. It is quite hard since we have to wait for them to respond and receive at least 300 answers to proceed with our next step.
So now let's move on to the literature review part. So the next part is the theory method. So in the context of food delivery applications, FDA specifically, there is a scarce theoretical research on consumer behavior, and the studies available are primarily based on the application of technology acceptance theories such as Unified Theory of Acceptance and Use of Technology, UTAUT, according to Alalwan 2020, and also Lee and others in 2019. Moreover, to the best of knowledge, few studies have invoked any seminal consumer behavior theories to examine consumers' responses to the FDAs. For example, Ray and others in 2019 have used the uses and gratifications, which is UNG theory, to examine the behavioral disposition of consumers towards FDAs. Moreover, let's take a look at the dependent variable for the online consumer satisfaction toward Grabfood. For the first one, the customer satisfaction may be defined as meeting the needs and expectations of customers. The quantity and quality of services offered to clients is referred to as customer satisfaction, according to Brunero and others in 2009. Secondly, the customers who are satisfied secure the company's competitive edge and profitability. To defeat the competition, companies that seek to increase market share must provide customers with useful and distinctive offers. According to Zhang and Pan, in 2009, found a positively correlated between customer satisfaction and financial performance. Furthermore, let's take a look at the independent variables, which are security perception, promotion and discount, consumer convenience, and also technology. First one is security perception for the independent variable. So security perception is the degree to which one feels a website is safe for transmitting personal information. It is a significant problem when sending sensitive information such as credit card numbers, according to Salisbury in 2001. Moreover, according to Chang and Shen in 2009, customers who provide this information are concerned that their security may be jeopardized by the internet activity, and as a result, the safety of their transactions is a major concern. Then, promotion and discount. The attraction of promotion and discounts may affect consumers' buying decisions for a short time, according to Shetty and Lee in 2020. Moreover, according to Neha and Manoj in 2013, As a result of sale promotions and discount activities, consumers may be tempted to switch brand, increase purchases, and also overspend. The discounts are seen to be the most effective technique to influence customers' purchasing decisions, and as a result, promotional techniques will boost sales by influencing customer behavior. Furthermore, the third independent variable is consumer convenience. By utilizing products and services, convenience refers to the ability to reduce non-monetary transaction costs such as energy and time, according to Shah and Polanski in 2012. Moreover, consumers may now choose from a variety of cuisines, from a variety of food providers listed in the e-commerce arena at any time and anywhere, thanks to the rapid growth of digital app, according to Tama Rai 7 and others in 2019. So the fourth independent variable is technology. Smartphone-based meal delivery services rely largely on technology, and the application takes only a few seconds to download, and the ordering and purchase procedure only takes a few minutes, according to Gupta in 2019. Moreover, according to Jacob and others in 2019, these food delivery apps are now the ways to order from a variety of foods, which has changed the customer expectations. The online meal ordering system will produce online food menu and deliver the desired meals to the customer's door just only from using smart mobile applications. And it helps customers to avoid going to restaurants and standing in lines for lengthy periods of time. And that is how the technology
The
is.
theoretical framework. So the next is the theoretical framework. Figure of the theoretical framework constructed using a dependent and also independent variables. The independent variable, which is security perception, promotion and discount, consumer convenience and also technology, how it influence the online consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood, which the independent variables. To the next one, hypothesis development. From the independent and dependent variable itself, we can conclude that we can formulate 4 hypotheses. So the first one is there is significant relationship between security perception and online consumer behavior towards Grabfood service at Shah Alam during COVID-19. Second one is there is significant relationship between promotion and discount on online consumer behavior towards Grabfood service at Shah Alam during COVID-19. The third one is there is significant relationship between consumer convenience on online consumer behavior towards Grabfood service at Shah Alam during COVID-19. And the last one is there is significant relationship between technology on online consumer behavior towards Grabfood service at Shah Alam during COVID. Is methodology. For the first one is research design. We use quantitative research. For data collection, we use survey research method. For research instrument development, we use web-based questionnaire. The second one, we sections the question to 7 sections, which from A, which the background of our respondent, B, the awareness of the food grab apps, C, consumer satisfaction, D, security perception, E, promotion and discount, F, consumer convenience, and G, technology. We also use Likert scale format for our C, D, E, F, G questions. And next, for sampling, we use Grabfood user who stay in Shah Alam. For data collection and analysis, we use Google Form to collect the data and analyze, use SPSS.
I will be explain about the findings and analysis. Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Anisha Davityomo Anwar with ID number 2020176075. First thing first, let's look at the survey written rate. We had distributed about 360 questionnaires to Grabfood users in Shah Alam, and 96.39% of them answered the questionnaires properly. We had to eliminate around 13 respondents due to the fact that these respondents are reside outside of Shah Alam. As recorded in the analysis, most of the respondents was female with a proportion of 56.5%, with the remaining is male. 42.9% in this study was from the age 24 years and below. The analysis also stated that most of the respondents was in category single with a proportion of 59.7%. 43.8% was the highest education level of respondents with degree. Respondents in private sector has the highest frequency, which is 42.4%. Next, respondents from Shah Alam were 100%. Next, regression analysis. The F-test for this study is significant based on the p-value which below 0.05. Hence, the linear model is overall valid. The table shows that the security perception, promotion and discount, consumer convenience, and technology were positively related with the online consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood services in Shah Alam. The multiple R value is 0.751, which means that all the variables are moderately positive correlated. Besides, the R square of 0.565 implies that there is approximately 56.5% of the variation of the online consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood services in Shah Alam can be explained by security perception, promotion and discount, consumer convenience, and technology. The remaining 43.5% is explained by other factors. The Bin-Watson value for this model is 1.687, which indicates that the statistic was positive autocorrelation. Moving on to data normality. The table illustrated the normality results of skewness and normality values for online consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood services in Shah Alam, security perception, promotion and discount, consumer convenience, and technology. The skewness for online consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood services in Shah Alam was 0.099, which indicates moderate skewness. As for security perception, the skewness was 0.409. For promotion and discount, it was 0.465. Meanwhile, for consumer convenience, it was 0.128, which implies as a relative symmetry. Last but not least, for technology, the skewness was 0.505. This also indicates as a moderate skewness. As for the kurtosis, all of the variables were indicating as flat with a wide degree of dispersion since the values started were below than 3. The results for all the variables as in skewness and kurtosis were in between positive 2 and negative 2. Basically, as long as the result between that range, we are good to proceed. The reliability analysis was performed for each measure by calculating the Cronbach's alpha. The reliability that less than 0.6 is considered as poor, those in 0.7 range is acceptable, and those over 0.8 is good. Therefore, from the result of Cronbach's alpha, it showed that the questionnaire is valid and good. For Spearman's raw correlation, based on the table shown, the correlation coefficient for security perception was 0.646, for promotion and discount was 0.607, and for consumer convenience, the coefficient value stated that 0.622. This indicates as a strong correlation. Last but not least, correlation coefficient for technology was 0.575, which means moderate correlation. Moving on to the implication of the study, based on the analysis, there is no significant relationship between security perception, consumer convenience, and technology with online consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood services in Shah Alam. Meanwhile, for promotion and discount, there is a significant relationship with online consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood services in Shah Alam. Therefore, the null hypothesis is rejected.
So in summary, this research included both descriptive and quantitative methods. An online questionnaire was used to collect the data because applying quantitative techniques of analysis is easier than using an unstructured questionnaire. The data was obtained using a structured questionnaire instrument. Moreover, all the independent variables show a positively significant relationship with online consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood services in Shah Alam during COVID-19. And the correlation was implemented in this study and shows all the positive relationships, but in different levels of strength between the results. The same issue or topic research from the previous studies also found that there is a positive relationship between online customer satisfaction towards delivery services during COVID-19 and all independent variables used in the study. So last but not least, let's talk about the recommendation for future research. In terms of limitations, the study could not include all possible factors that might affect the consumer satisfaction towards Grabfood services. In addition, it also lacks diversity in terms of the sample used. The survey concentrates on the area which is we're only focusing on in Shah Alam, and this does not represent the whole of Malaysia. Moreover, future researchers could perhaps include other areas where services are available. Hence, future researchers could use other data collection strategies such as using focus group discussions or combining both quantitative as well.
Next, recommendation for an organization. The first one is Grabfood should consider opening centralized kitchens quicker than its competitors, as it's a great way to attract people in the offline world. The second one, Grabfood should expand to new cities in countries it already operates in. They also should consider new markets such as Cambodia and Myanmar to drive market share increase. Last but not least, no matter what type of cuisine they offer, chances are that customers will entice by a special offer and meal deal. Constant engagement, rewards, and promotions are needed to retain customers, drive repeat orders, and increase their lifetime value.